stream going. Alright, it's going. Alright, guys, we were way back your camp recently and started feeling a little tired. Just gets a little tired because, as everyone, well, most people on this channel know, I was at the Atlanta race weekend, and I basically wrote a whole review last night of the race weekend. There will be a YouTube video up eventually of the whole race weekend. I just haven't gotten to basically doing all the editing for, or just getting all the video clips on my laptop, and finding a video editor to do, because I think the issue I had in July was that the video editor was like, you need to pay for a subscription or something to use me because, BS stuff in the real world, and yes, had an issue with getting the video edited basically, and I didn't go through to YouTube for the July races. But yeah, yesterday's race, I will say it was probably, I think this weekend, just because I think just with the pack racing, this was probably the most exciting racing I have seen at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and the most packed and the most people I've ever seen at that racetrack since I became a NASCAR fan. So I've been a fan of NASCAR since like 2013. I've been going to races since like 2010 over at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and yeah, this is probably the most packed I've seen those grandstands since probably the first Cup race I went to in 2014. I don't remember how many people were at that 2014 race, but man, they were packed yesterday. And we ran Atlanta, actually, the same version of the track earlier in this series season. Caleb Campbell won the race. Obviously, if you've been following this season fully, right here, you can tell in the points right here. After this race today, if Caleb can stay, I want to say it's about 64 points ahead of Jace Turner, which is definitely 99.9% likely right now. Caleb will lock up the championship, as you see in the points right now. He's ahead of Jace Turner going to the race here in Portland. Jace did win the last road course race. However, Caleb has won 2 of the other 4. Brendan Creasy got the other road course winner, Codas. You see him 6th in the standings here. And we ran here at Portland a few days ago, the last race I did before the AMS race weekend, actually. And Maddox Schraber actually got a win in the Mountain Dew Cot series. So the rookie of the year drivers are also a little swapped around here. So in this series, Brexton Bush was now technically the only rookie to be in the series. So I do need to edit that because, yeah, I counted Will as Max's rookies in Gen 4. Yeah, Brexton Bush. And there was another big change, too, that, I'll probably talk about in the race because I feel like this race might just be like a snooze fest again, like the COT race was a few days ago. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of things I'm going to talk about, like about the race weekend, just like my stories from my point of view. But yeah, these are the Adidas Cup Series points going to the race here. And actually, as I'm also currently doing EPS Season 4 for the recordings, let's go ahead and look into these stats here for the Adidas Cup Series, whenever I can find them on the list here, because it's been nearly 10 days since the last race, because I've been being so spread out with these races. Yeah, Caleb Watson wins. He also leads in the polls, too, over Hayden McAdams in top 5s. Yeah, Caleb, this is why he's, like, what's so far out of Jason in points. He has 4 more top 5s than him. Him and Jace are the only 2 drivers with 10 or more top 5s, and just depending on how the last 3 races go for guys like Will Bounds, Break Hill, and Carl Lemlin, they might be the only 2 drivers that have 10 top 5s in this 23 race season. Top 10s, Caleb leads that category with 18. So most of the records here, too, there's not really going to be many records broken on the season, except for maybe laps led with this series. And Jace Turner and Caleb Campbell actually are tied in the laps led area. I forgot that happened after Auto Club. But, yeah, there's laps ran, and the field is 2 laps behind the total laps ran. This is going to be the series, I think, with the most laps ran ever, till the Adidas Cup Series Season 2 is over, because that season does have 3 more races on it. But let's see. Yeah, every driver is at 1,000 laps on season. I was trying to remember if everyone did hit 1,000. Every driver is led 2 in the season in this series here. Like, I've been seeing those NEFL/NEPS seasons, and drivers just never got to the lead in a single season. Like, I know Eldred Toledo's never led a single lap right now in my series over there. DNF's Hayden McAdams, he leads in his category, unfortunately, because he's just had bunch of bad luck. He did also win last race here in California. Then, yeah, everything else there is about other stuff in the series. But yeah, so we get the racetrack here in Portland. I did forget to share the stream before starting the stream. Well, I was trying to update the thumbnail first, because the thumbnail, I already checked the file size for it, and it wasn't going to work, so I just didn't do it whenever I was supposed to. But yeah, so we get the racetrack here in Portland. Funny enough, too, when I looked at the weather earlier when I did the thumbnail, Portland, it was actually raining at the track. Unfortunately, with this game, you can't do rain in the races. But yeah, so we got 30 laps here at Portland. The COT race was 26 laps. So this is going to be about 6 laps longer. And, for the heck of it, let's just do 2 times on the fuel here to see if we can get pissed off. There hasn't really been pissed offs on road courses. And, I mean, I do want maybe some a little exciting. I didn't really see any pissed offs go on in the other race. But yeah, so the post race is gonna be on also on Max too because of just how boring the car race was. Hopefully, we'll get more action here, but the speed run I did after getting the thumbnail wasn't too promising in my opinion. So we'll hopefully we'll get pissed off to help out there. But anyway, let's see who gets the pole here, and we'll get racing here in a few moments. Jet Skeeto is on the pole for the race here. Caleb comes for a second. You see Carter one there. Then the rest of you here, and Caleb is starting in front of Jace Turner. So it looks more than likely Caleb Campbell might lock up the title here today in the Adidas Cup Series season number 1. And let's see, can I update the thumbnail real quick finally? Yep, there we go. Because, yeah, I got to change the thumbnail from the car race because it's the wrong thumbnail, obviously. There we go. So, yeah, just get on the pole here. You see Caleb and Carter, 2 great road course racers. They have the most road course wins in the NFL season so far. 4 apiece among the 8 road courses I've ran so far. There might have been 9, I can't remember. But, yeah, they are up there as, like, the best drivers in that series so far. Jake Hoover is going to be good in this current season. So far, 4 races that season, though. We've had 4 different winners, actually. Yeah, Grant Hoover won season opener, getting his 5th career win. Caleb got win number 19 in race 2 at Nashville. Then race 3 was Jake Hoover, who I feel like is going to be the title favorite, his 12th career win. Then Brett Campbell got his 6th career win at Pikes Peak. I got Chicagoland next. With Chicagoland is my replacement for a track in California that was called Fresno, that left-turn production zone. Of course, with the game, I did change around a lot of the tracks. I got the ones that were closer to the diecast version did. The only one that's not going to be closest is going to be Seattle, which is Trenton, which we saw last season, and Caleb Campbell also won there too, a spoiler. But yeah, I'll go ahead and race here. Just need to share the stream around. And yeah, Jet Skeeto on the pole here today. And Jet is the one of 3 Z-Team drivers now won this season. He had a good run, I believe, in the last few races here, or has had some good runs. Maybe today is going to be the day for Jet, but we will have to find out here in 32 laps. And let's go ahead and get to that starting field with the weird starting command in the background. Jet Skeeto, Caleb Campbell on the front row here. Caleb looking to lock up that title today, but Jet Skeeto looking to get that first win in the Adidas Cup Series. Based on my predictions, Jet Skeeto, I think, will win the Season 8 title in the Chains Cup Series before this series, basically, or 2 seasons before now. So Jet Skeeto, who's kind of, I would say, one of the past champions, has not won here yet in this series. Let's see what you do today. Green flag here in Portland, and the last road course race of the season is underway here from the Pacific Northwest. Alright, Jet Skeeto leading down the backstretch here in the 27 car. So yeah, like I said, Jet looking for that first win of the season here. So also said too, I'm predicting him to win a championship in one series that's kind of like a prequel to this series season here with the YouTube recordings I've been doing. So when I get to season 8, Jet Skeeto will be a second-year driver, and honestly, in the Mountain Dew COD series, the series I tried with stop motion before I kind of fully quit, along with the Gen 4 series, Jet Skeeto was like getting like very good in that series, and I feel like he was a champion based off of the sim I did for both series, actually. And yeah, Jet Skeeto, I feel like he will be a past champion coming into the series here with start of season. And yeah, he surprisingly never won a single race this season so far here at Portland. He does have a shot. Carter Limlin got it second over Caleb Campbell, and Carter, he seems pretty fast in that one car. He does have 2 wins in this series season. Carter, like I said, is one of the winningest drivers too in the league here. Currently at 14 wins in the NFL stuff, and adding on with his wins over here, about 20 wins. But I think Carter will have more than 20 career wins. He was close in one of the NEPS races. I think he'll be close over there in the rest of those seasons races. He'll win a few more races over there. Probably won't win a championship though. But yeah, Carter is also a past champion in the series. And yeah, you got Caleb Campbell in 3rd here early in the race. It looks like Will Bell's Max Trey running your top 5 right now. And Jace turned down 8th here. So yeah, Caleb actually would pull away on points here in Jace. And another record that I forgot that might actually be broken in this series is like the biggest championship margin for a winner in the championship. Caleb Campbell does own that record from the NFL Season 1 with only 54 points. Caleb is ahead of Jace by 83 points right now going into this race here today. So, yeah, if Caleb stays ahead of Jace here, he'd probably get near 90. Then you still got 2 more race left on the season here. There's a possibility Caleb will be 100 points ahead of Jace Turner after Homestead, which is the finale track here. And yeah, you see Caleb right now running in 3rd place here at Portland. So he's a very good road course racer too, actually. We've seen that in the Extreme Series here, and obviously we've seen it on the Easier Recording Series as well. I believe he swept the road courses in Season 1. Season 2, I think he won one of the road courses. He won Road Atlanta because he's been very dominant at Road Atlanta. And I know he won at Patent Road, which I consider a road course in the game because it's the replacement of Old Spice Raceway. But, so yeah, Caleb, he's very good on the road courses, and yeah, he's won. He didn't win a Cotton Race at the road course. I know he won Gen 4 at Road Atlanta. Won the Adidas Cup race at Road Atlanta for his first one here in the season in Cleveland. That was his other road course win. So yeah, definitely very good road course racer. Caleb right now running 3rd here early at Portland. And he just got Will Bales. Will Bales, who has shots to win races, but just hasn't really been lucky to win those races right now. And yeah, he's running in the top 5 here. Will Bales, probably going to be one of the future drivers to look out for to be very good here in the CRL, one of the newest drivers in the field. Basically, out of like I made a tier list for like the drivers for when they came in, and yeah, Will is on the latest tier for like the CRL drivers basically because yeah, him, Maddox, Brexton Bush, Owen Larson, Megan Graves, Ryan Smith, and possibly more drivers too. They are basically considered on that list as jet ski leading. The reason why cars go off track is because they're actually on 110 on the opponent's strength, and yeah, the cars are just pushing way too hard here, and yeah, the cars go off into the grass here. You'll see some of our other field, Nicholas Rice here. So Rice will be a Season 7 rookie in the Chase Cup Series recording series here. He'll be the number 19 car, excuse me, on Berg there, but yeah, he'll be the 19 car, so I do expect Nicholas to be pretty good. And yeah, it's not fortunate to see him not run very well here in the series. However, he does have 2 wins here in this series, though. At Pensacola and Michigan, he won those 2 races here for Petty GMS, and he will be teammates with Carter Wimlin next season in the series here. Carter will drive the number 23 next season. You got Candace Bear on his own race team, and the main Toyota's been leading the field in Toyota is winless in the series here. It'd be interesting to see if Candace Bear and Brexton Bush could pull off a win at Bristol, or somehow win here today out of nowhere, or maybe just get the win in the finale Homestead, because Toyota is the only manufacturer without a single victory season, just like the next gen car right now as well. Then you got Brett Campbell, Brett having a good day here. Brett, he did win the most recent recording race he did at Pikes Peak in the American Ethanol scheme that he's running for Season 4. Brett did have a little bit sluggish start. A lot of the good drivers had really bad ending PS Season 4 starts, but Caleb, Jake, and Grant actually lives in the Hotel had a good start. So does Sarah Cox actually, but she DNF last race. Well, no, she had a bad run because she got into a wreck but didn't DNF actually. Then there's Brady C, your Bass Pro Gen 4 Series champion. I believe that championship race was done before the most recent race they did before this one, or was done before Auto Club. It was like Braden has damage. Oh, those guys almost got together. Oh man, it's like they're just going too hard here because yeah, Braden C has rear end damage from something. He probably got ran over into the bus stop. So does his sister Carly C there. That's pretty weird. Yeah, they probably got ran into honestly by somebody, but there's really no hood damage that the cars really see. Yeah, Brexton Bush. There's the son of Kyle Bush here right in the last, and Hayden McAdams. Oh yeah, he ran into somebody, definitely. You see the front end of his car. Probably won't be able to get a replay because this race is a little bit short. But yeah, it looks like we had a little bit of some cars running each other. And right now, Jet Ski is still in the lead. And Carter and Caleb and Maddox are actually faster than Jet. But so far, just like the race yesterday, that didn't really matter because Maddox was able to lead the whole race. And while we're under green here, still show race here, 6 laps in. Jet Ski in the lead. I guess we're going to go to break here for a few moments here at Portland. Where I gotta talk about my race weekend stories. guess I can talk about my NASCAR stories in a little bit here, but yeah, as Jessica is leading. So, yeah, like I said, start streaming here. I was at the NASCAR weekend at Lamar Speedway, and I did write a review for the Cup race last night, but there's still a lot of stories I can talk about during the whole race weekend that are very funny and stuff. That is like a lot of hilarious stuff happened during the race weekend for me. So Saturday, so I'll talk about like where I was in the whole race weekend too, obviously. But yeah, so Saturday, and so I didn't get to go to the truck race because I had Carter's Eagle ceremony. Plenty of Carters running second right now in this race here, so I missed the truck race for that because it was more important than the truck race to go to that. But that Saturday morning, I went to the racetrack and it was very muddy. So, as y'all know, I do buy a lot of NASCAR diecasts. I used to run a diecast series, and I still buy a lot of diecasts. I literally just went over there and just was throwing money basically over at the diecast tents and stuff over there they have outside the racetrack. And yeah, it was very muddy over there, and yeah, I bought a lot of cars. And you know, it's funny, I did buy some cars that I could use for a stop motion race if I do buy stop motion races at some point if I ever feel like it. But yeah, I bought a lot of NASCAR diecasts. Some cars for like drivers to possibly sign. Like I bought a Corey LaJoie 7 car in 164 that Corey LaJoie actually signed. Ross Chastain also signed a car for me. I almost got Kyle Larson too, but it was a little too late for me to get his attention for when I was trying to get him to sign. It's a 5 car I found in the 124 scale. But yeah, I bought a lot of cool cars too. Kevin Harvick's Gravedigger scheme, Jimmy Johnson's Final Ride car because I was a big Jimmy Johnson fan. And now I'm getting some a little bit later too about being a big Jimmy Johnson fan. Along with Hendrick Motorsports, if no one really say anything about a little funny announcement last night after the Cup race. But yeah, I went there that morning, just basically went around, like looked at the diecast and looked at the hauler, seeing what they had next to the racetrack. Just bought all the stuff I wanted for that day, then went home, got ready for my Carter's Eagle ceremony, went there, went to ceremony, and I went there around in the truck race. It took me about 30 minutes to get to AMS for the Xfinity race. I literally got to the grandstands right when the Xfinity race actually started. So the Xfinity race started, I accidentally went to the wrong section where my ticket said, and I was actually at the right section at first, I believe. But yeah, then I got to that section where I was supposed to be. My uncle had the other ticket for the seat, so I was looking for him. That's how I knew I was in the wrong seat in the first place. But yeah, I was there watching Xfinity race, and honestly, with the Atlanta race, I did like the pack racing. The only thing is though is that I liked it better when the drivers were actually not scared to stay double file for like the whole time. I do understand the cars getting loose and everything and causing a big one, but I mean it's not really very entertaining kind of seem like just a choo-choo train going around the high side of the racetrack. Yeah, it was a whole response and a half basically what I gave, because when I said that last night, I didn't respond for a little bit last night because I was just thinking about like, you know, I want to talk about how I felt about the race too, along with the thing. But yeah, so I watched that race. I wanted Ryan Sieg to win so bad since he's from Georgia, and he almost won. However, Ty Gibbs, came out of nowhere and he won that race. It was a crazy finish. I was trying to record finish on my phone because I forgot the SD card in my camera, and that's why there's going to be no Xfinity footage for the video whenever I make it. But yeah, Ty Gibbs came straight up out of nowhere, in my opinion, and won the race. I thought it was Allmendinger got to win on the last lap, actually. He was about to win. But yeah, that was a crazy finish. I got home that night, and yeah, then got that next morning, and I thought, this will go to story too for what I thought Ross Chastain was having his interview. So I probably went to the racetrack at like 9:30 yesterday morning. So I was at the track from like 9:30 till like almost right at 8 o'clock last night. So yeah, I was there basically all day, and I got pretty sunburn and windburn on my face right now, and it's actually surprisingly not hard to talk right now with my sunburn and windburn. But yeah, I got racetrack at 9:30, went over the diecast area, bought the Ross Chastain car that he signed, bought a Corey LaJoie car, bought a few more cars. I don't know why too. I also bought the Greta Thunberg, actually Bubba Wallace. I bought his white DoorDash 23 car just because that white 23 does look pretty cool. As y'all know, I really have like a huge dislike for Bubba Wallace for not racing related. Well, partially racing related from 2019 Alex Bowman, but also other related reasons that go to real world things that should not have been brought in NASCAR. But yeah, so Bubba Wallace, not really one of my favorite drivers. Oh yeah, that was pretty funny actually. But I need to get to another joke thing in a moment too about the Ross Chastain part, but I'm getting to it. But yeah, whenever they look at that kind of stuff, And you know what's hilarious though? So I know like there's like certain things that are like political things that are like banned from the racetrack, like with certain political side stuff. It's hilarious that literally like maybe like 500 to 1,000 feet away from the racetrack, you have people selling this stuff, and it was very hilarious actually. The guy also this one guy has multiple die casts, and he had a lot of certain funny stickers. I might have bought one of them just to be funny, but it's nothing bad though. It's just the Brandon Brown joke from last year. Then yeah, I went over 10 stuff. So I thought it was on a time limit, and actually before I left, I bought this shot glass for Megan because, like I said, with the reason for being the 24 in the series next season, because she was a big Jeff Gordon fan. I found this shot glass with the 24 Jeff Gordon on it. And yeah, I bought it. I sent her over and say, hey, you want this? She said yes. I actually gave it to her earlier today. I went to she was working today, so I went to her where she was working, and I gave it to her. Surprised her. Didn't really surprise. Well, I kind of surprised her because I was probably the first customer to walk into the store today. But yeah, I gave her that this morning, and yeah, it was something very cool. I found I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give this to her because I know she likes Jeff Gordon. But yeah, then after that, I went to the racetrack. So I thought Ross Chastain was appearing at the big fan stage at first, and I realized, wait, it's a Chevy area, and I was over there ready for him to be there at 10:45 in the morning. He wasn't going to be there till 11:45 a.m. So basically, I went to the Chevy area, and I stood there from maybe 10:50ish till like I think after Chase Elliott left. Actually, Chase Elliott was there too. So yeah, I was standing there. So I was wearing my yellow Kyle Busch shirt, and I was wearing a Kyle Larson hat I bought the day before on Saturday. And yeah, I got made fun of a lot for it. The guy the MC guy who was the MC guy who was running the thing. He noticed it, and he made fun of me for it. I was sitting there, I was taking it. I also do love the jokes when people joke about like me wearing like two different driver stuff, because I'm really not fully into like one driver all the time. It's like, you know, I like to root for the good drivers who are usually good, and yeah, that's how I am. I mean, I had a Kyle Larson hat on, a Kyle Busch shirt, a Ross Chastain diecast, and I was wearing a Bill Elliott jacket because I thought it was cold in the morning. Well, I was holding it that time because I took it off because it got hot. But yeah, so that happened. Then Ross Chastain came and did his interview, and I actually had to get someone to actually sign the car for me because I wasn't able to get to like where I could see Ross Chastain. But it was very cool getting to see him like talk about the race, and thinking yesterday, which could have been his first career win, and he was talking about, he was like, you know, we probably could win the race today. And yeah, I was ready to talk about, and then Corey LaJoie came up, and literally he was over here like, yeah, I'm not gonna win it all today or whatever. And if I'm correct, Corey LaJoie just got his first career NASCAR Cup top 5. Those are two guys who signed stuff for me. This is going to get to a joke here later on into the story here about the race weekend, by the way. So I know with drivers not signing things for me, if you look at how the results were. Then after that, so Chase Elliott came up, and everybody was going crazy for Chase, and yeah, I had to leave after him because I had a previous pit pass where I could go onto the racetrack, and Justin Haley made a joke about people leaving because Chase was done, and I mean, I would say for Justin Haley, but I just wanted to get to the racetrack to go ahead and walk on the track for a little bit. But yeah, then yeah, what was I about to say? Oh. Yeah, because I was walking to the racetrack, got first pit passes, and yeah, I went to where my seat was, which was literally right near the start finish line. Actually, like my mom was gonna give me a ticket for, and yeah, actually dropped my stuff in my seat. I went down to the racetrack. You can really trust NASCAR fans with your stuff, honestly, because they just don't really care about looking at your stuff, whatever. But yeah, I went down to the racetrack, and yeah, I just walked around. I got video of me kind of being near the cars for as close as they would let me. And this is where it got pretty crazy too, actually, with some other things. I literally walked by Black Flags Matter and Danny B Talks, and I was literally very close saying, "Oh my gosh, is that Danny B?" But I didn't want to. It's like we were all like walking in line. What was the biggest giveaway though between both of them is Darian's glasses. He has like sunglasses that are like circles. So that was the biggest giveaway for that. It was him and his hairstyle too, basically. Danny B, you can recognize. I could easily recognize his face too. Actually, the recent Washington video, Slap Shoes was there too, but I never really saw Slap Shoes the entire time at the track. Then I walked down pit road, look at all the cars, and I walked back to my seat because when drivers was happening, so the drivers actually do walk the intros in a certain way to where they could see the fans. However, most of them actually do avoid the fans. I'll go and say that right now because of what happened to me yesterday. But I'll give it past William Byron because he's yeah, that's what I was about to do, Good Wrench. But yeah, I was just I was just a little too scared to say hi to them for some reason. Well, I said, well, they were walking the other direction. I just didn't want to stop them because there's also a lot of people over there too, actually. But yeah, so basically with driver intros, when they were about to start, the drivers walked out of the drivers meet. They all walked out together like it was like a football team walking up to the stadium to get ready to run out, basically. But yeah, drivers like Kyle Larson, Kevin Harvick, I think Ricky Stenhouse Jr. was with them. I saw them like walk by the circle. I saw Clint Boyer and Chris Myers too actually talking for race day walk around that circle. Larson, I almost got him. However, yeah, he wasn't able to hear me because I wasn't able to shout for him because they were doing something where all the fans were silent. Everyone was basically silent. And then Ty Dillon, I actually got a picture with him, and he signed my previous pit pass that I had to for him sign. I got a high five from Cole Custer. I got a fist bump from Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick, he's very short, just like a Kyle Larson and Jeff Gordon. But yeah, then Noah Gragson walked by, and he was really sad about not being able to sign anything. Then there was another driver too, I believe, that was trying to sign stuff that wasn't able to. Might have been Tyler Reddick actually, but yeah, they all walked by. Drivers about to start, so I walked up to where my seat was when intros were going on because I realized I wasn't going to be able to get Larson or Kyle Busch's sick autograph. So then I guess we'll go get to the joke here. So I feel like whenever a driver doesn't sign something for me, they don't do well at the Atlanta race. And I'm going to give the exhibit of why for yesterday's race. Ross Chastain signed that 42 car I bought. He nearly won the race, and he was leading a good bit of the race too. William Byron, I'm going to give a pass for winning because I wasn't able really to actually see him at that point. And whenever they were going out to the driver intros, Corey LaJoie signed that 7 car, one of 7 cars I bought. Like I said, guys, first career top 5, which is pretty great thing about it. And also these backmarker drivers, they will love to sign stuff for fans because they know that they need to do it because they know that, like, Harvick, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, they ain't going to give a damn at all about it. Larson, I think he's good about it, though. Oh, also, someone else I forgot to mention I saw walk by was literally the man himself, Jeff Gordon, and while we'll go to see my friend Megan today, give her that shot glass, I told her, I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I saw Jeff Gordon yesterday, too, and she was like, shut up, and, yeah, it was very cool to just talk about it because I never met Jeff Gordon in person. He's short as well, and it's pretty funny. There's one guy who's talking about it that said out loud to go Jeff Gordon. He looked at him and waved at him. It was pretty cool. It was a guy near me, so I got to see like Jeff look up and acknowledge the person saying that. But yeah, it was definitely very cool though, in my opinion, to see Jeff Gordon at the racetrack walking by because he was in the booth too yesterday as well for the Fox Sports stuff. Then yeah, I guess back to the curse stuff. So Kyle Busch, he missed signing my 18 car last summer. Yeah, y'all know he choked the Atlanta Cup race partially because of Ross Chastain too. Actually, Kurt Busch, he's the only kind of the outlier here. He did also avoid signing something that had, but yeah, he won that race, so he's kind of the outlier. But I mean, he did also do well in this race. Kurt Busch actually is better at Atlanta than I remember him being. Then who else really kind of avoided me over there? There really wasn't anybody else, I don't think about it. Oh yeah, well, Kyle Larson, but I do give him a little bit of pass, but of course he did also get wrecked out. Kyle Busch yesterday, got involved in that wreck. His car was running pretty well, then something happened with the right rear of the car. He was driving on the track, then went a lap down, then basically quit on the race there. His team was literally waiting for him to hit the car, and they were standing there for like 30 whole minutes. Like, is Kyle coming down pit road at all? And yeah, it was just weird to me. Then yeah, I kind of had like I've really just having moments recently where I'm just like, I need to stop doing these certain things. I need to actually grow up and be a better person. And I'm going to say it right now, it's probably better for me to be a better person if I don't root for Kyle Busch as my #1 driver, in a personal opinion. So yeah, like I announced last night in the Discord, talk about this, and I mean, I don't have anything against Kyle, but I do hate it that he's like kind of, well, he is a jerk basically. So people do say like most good NASCAR drivers they are jerks to fans. Well, except for maybe like Hendrick drivers or something, I guess. But yeah, I think it's about time I should have just like change like who my favorite driver should actually be. And I'm definitely like in the boat for either Kyle Larson or William Byron. And I did give my reason why last night too. It was definitely a long announcement, but yeah, I think it's better to just stay with the Hendricks. Like, I was a big Jimmy Johnson fan when I first got into NASCAR. You see the top 3 are actually pitting in this race here, so the pit stops are going to work here. It was like Skeeto, Limblin, and Campbell are pitting. It's basically just talking about a story, and there's like nothing going on in the race here. That's why it's great I'm talking about this story here. But yeah, I'll say almost everybody's actually pitting in the race right now. But yeah, so basically, yeah, it's just I just need like the root for a driver who's actually respectful as a driver a little bit and respectful to fans as well. So that's why I'm going towards like William Byron, Kyle Larson. I know Larson is like a very humble, good guy because I mean he basically with what happened in 2020, I bet you it changed him a bit to be a better person. And yeah, he's also probably right now still the best driver in NASCAR right now with this next gen car. I mean, a lot of younger drivers still are actually a lot better in these cars. But yeah, it's like about time to get changed. Also, William Byron won yesterday. That race though, in the Cup race, it was literally intense the entire race. Like I didn't really want to sit down all during the race, but I was next to an old guy, so I didn't want to be rude and stand while he couldn't see turn 1. But yeah, it was definitely, I'll say, probably one of the most intense races I've been to, only because I never actually seen a plate race like this in my life as a NASCAR fan, because I never been to Daytona or Talladega. I mean, literally that wreck with Tyler Reddick when he spun, that was actually the biggest wreck I've ever seen, because how many cars were littered and like they all spun out and everything. But at the end of that race, man, I was literally rooting against Bubba Wallace to win, and there were some Bubba Wallace fans around me. Also, I'll say too, Bubba Wallace did get a lot of boos as well. Kyle Busch actually got more cheers. Logano got a mixture of it. But, yeah, I was rooting for Bubba Wallace to not win the race. I didn't even know I didn't even know that Bubba actually fell back on the last lap because I was paying attention to, like, the leaders. I didn't even know Blaney got the wall. I actually got next to me saying, hey, what happened to the 12? Because, I didn't see what happened, and I saw later on the replay that he did hit the wall. And I also missed the wreck too. I mean, you'll see in the video though that the wreck did happen on my camera a little bit, but the end of it when they all got to the wall. I think Haley slammed the wall. But yeah, I was like stoked that William Byron won. I thought it was very cool. And I gotta say, Byron, he's been one of my favorite drivers since he came to NASCAR in top 3 series. I don't really pay attention much to the lower series all that much. But yeah, William Byron definitely was amazing in my opinion to see him win yesterday because I've never seen him win. That's another. I literally added 2 drivers to the list of guys I've never seen one. I could have added 3 if I witnessed Corey Heim win on Saturday. But yeah, of course, I wasn't able to be at the truck race. But yeah, definitely a great race weekend overall. I'm glad I'm able to share the story. And we're just past halfway here at Portland in this race. Jess Vito has led every lap. We just had pit stops. Maddox Traber, fast on track here. Cost Series winner yesterday. Jess Vito's been leading the whole thing. He's the 8th quickest. Carter Limlin's been with him all race. Caleb was up there as well a moment ago. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here and take a rest from talking. Oh yeah, and the Toyota pit boxes. That's only because when I put Cam Spinner's car and Brett Bush's car into like my game, I didn't think that you could actually get a Toyota like in the game through a Pontiac whenever you add the cars into this thing. So I just did Denny Hamlin's cars because he was the only Toyota driver I had with a bunch of paint schemes when I made this series. That's why I can't say Brett Bush I had Denny Hamlin's pit cars. And, yeah, I've never really gotten to, like, making custom pit stalls. I mean, the cars already know what pit stall to go to is their AI, but yeah. Alright, so we're about to live last year at Portland. Don't think we'll have another set of stops because they already pitted. But yeah, let's see. Is there anybody still out of the race yet? No, it's not even paying attention, but yeah, I'll go through the field when I get back. I need to take a break from talking after all that talking, but yeah, that's my AMS story. Definitely, I'll say, probably the best race weekend I've been to as a NASCAR fan, I'll say, because it was fun, it was amazing, and I guess now I'm a William Byron fan or just a full-on Kyle Larson fan as my number 1 driver now after Jimmy Johnson left. But yeah, definitely a little bit of like a change of heart for me and everything. And yeah, definitely probably good that I didn't do it. I'll say though, Corey LaJoie is my favorite back marker. Oh yeah, Corey LaJoie. He was just very funny whenever he was up on the Chevy fan stage. it was very cool to see him though for the first time. Yeah, and the hilarious story he gave too, it was actually very hilarious as well, because this lady asked about something like about being pulled over for speeding, and he said, "That's really not a great question to give a driver, but I can give you this story about when I got myself out of a ticket." Yeah, because it was like 4 in the morning getting back from Sonoma. This Corey LaJoy's point of view, not mine. Yeah, 4 in the morning getting back from Sonoma. He was just basically laying the pedal down on the way home because he didn't have a great race, and he got pulled over, and the police officer recognized who he was, and basically like he was trying to show like he has some like hard cars or something, I guess, like NASCAR stuff. And the guy was like, "Where you finished?" He said, "Honestly, officer, if I wasn't speeding, it means I finished very well." He said, "Yeah, all right, have a nice night." He gave him a hat or something. Apparently there's 12 other times where he didn't get a speeding ticket, but I thought it was hilarious when he said that story yesterday. But yeah, Corey LaJoy and Ross Chesney were definitely very cool, and Chase Elliott was very cool as well to see him again. That's the second time I've seen him. Did not ask me a question this time because last time it was very hilarious, and I might have embarrassed myself a little bit with that one when I asked him a question last year. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely cool though to see those guys again. It's always cool whenever you get to meet the drivers who actually want to appreciate the fans a lot, like all the fans. And like I said too, the back markers, or the drivers who are on the lower end teams, they literally help the NASCAR fans want to stay with NASCAR because how nice they are. And what was actually hilarious though is when I was like staying away from driver intros, there was one guy talking about too. So apparently, like NASCAR is actually the most strictest on like the drivers, like being able to with fan access actually. And IMSA, which is where Jimmy Johnson is right now, and IndyCar as well, they're not really strict at all with fans and stuff. They'll let the fans, like, I guess, walk with drivers. I don't know fully what they let fans do over there. But yeah, apparently like if you go to IndyCar IMSA, you can literally just instantly meet the drivers. So I guess I need to find an IndyCar race if Jimmy Johnson's running full time next year at a certain track. Like, well, the closest IndyCar track to me is literally going to be Barber, which is in Alabama, and there's no way my mom will let me go there by myself. But yeah, that's the closest IndyCar track. That'd be my only option really to meet Jimmy Johnson actually now probably, because I really want to meet him so bad, and yeah, I would really love to meet him, and I just got his final race car too, so it'd be very cool to get him to sign it as well. But yeah, as we're about 8 months ago here at Portland, like I said, yeah, his race going hard to be Snooze Fest, so. Just gave the fun story about my race weekend experience, and Jet Ski has been leading every lap here, looking for that first winning season here in the series here. Jet, compared to his teammates Caleb and Jace, has just had a lot of bad luck in the series here. I keep almost having bursts from this mountain. Sorry if I keep talking. But yeah, just give currently in the lead here at Portland. Then second place is Carter Limlin right now. Carter's been running second all day, having a good day. Carter, top 3 in the standings. Good day for him out here. Caleb Camp running third, and like I said, started streaming here, Caleb, if he's, no matter where he really runs today, unless he gets last and Jace Turner won this race, Caleb would not have the championship locked up. But yeah, right now, Caleb, he is just well on the way to locking up what could, I will say right now, could be his 4th career championship in NR2003 racing with the CRL here, because he does already have 2 basically with the NFL seasons. But of course, I think with that Chase Cup season 8, Caleb will get that 3rd title, so this could be his 4th title, maybe even his 5th. Just depends on what happens with Jace Turner in the COT series. Yeah, Caleb, he's been keeping in 3rd place all day, running very strong here. Then Maddox Traver right now running 4th, and Traver usually, he's done very well in road courses recently, actually. Like I said, he did like 3 wins over the season. Finally got that 4th win, actually, at Portland. A few days ago here in the COT series, and not really a contender there for the title. There are 5 drivers contention, but it's mainly Caleb and Jace over there. Of course, I'll probably go down to those 2 though when we get after Kansas, which will probably be a crap show a little bit. Then Nicholas Rice having a good day. He's running in 5th right now. He's been very good on the road courses here. Then you got Jace Turner right here. Jace, yeah, going to probably just start being on the defense for holding on to the runner-up spot in the series here, in my opinion. Because Jace Turner, yeah, he's going to win the championship here today, most likely, with 6 laps to go right now. And, yeah, going to be second in the points here, which is not bad, though. Jace Turner's had a very good season, and I could really see him making a run at the Adidas Cup Series season 2 title, maybe even the Body Armor Open Wheel Series title pretty soon. The wheel balance, he was more up in the front earlier. He's been very good. in the races recently, and right now running in 7th here. They got Brett Campbell in 8th. Brett, 2-time winner season at Rockingham and Talladega. Cam Spinner, winless season, Toyota winless in general. No way they're winning today, and yeah, going to have to try to find a way to win at Bristol or the finale at Homestead. Toyota was having wins, so I guess a little bit of that bad luck for Toyota too because of what I said with the curse yesterday. I guess it carries on to the Adidas Cup Series, but maybe next year too, Jake Hoover over there at Toyota, they might be a lot better next season. Along with Cam Spinner, Spinner's team, they're going to be pretty well upgraded too for next season. They might win some races next season. Then Braden C. run 10th here. Braden having a decent day here over his sister Carly. Carly's a better road course racer. But yeah, Braden C. is trying to be very consistent. Your Gen 4 champion, a first-time champion as well recently too. I don't think he'll win that Chance Cup Series Season 8 title or Season 7. Because he won't really be in a good car as a rookie Season 7, I don't think. Yeah, Braden C. having a good day here. Britta Greason 11th. Greason not having a great day here in 5 car. Last run from Mountain Dew scheme, and he'll run DuPont for the rest of the races. And Carter will be in Farmers for the last 2 races on the season. Then Eli Johnson, 76 here, not having a great day. Another pretty good road course racer not having a good day here. Then Brexton Bush just stuck in dead last year. Actually, he's not even dead last. I forgot. You got Carly C. right here in the 40. She'll be in this game too in the 7th season of the 8th season Chance Cup Series because she will be a rookie with Jace Turner in that season. Then finally got Hayden McAdams, and yeah, he had a run in early in the race, probably with Brady C. or Carly C. He has damage both sides, so maybe he was the sandwich of somebody's mess up. But yeah, now 4 laps go here at Portland, and it's still on Jesquito here in the race. Jesquito has something to say about that. Oh, also I'll say this too, I'm actually making some changes too with the Season 8 roster actually because of my little announcement last night. So I'm putting Jake Hoover back in the 18 car, the 20 is going to be Brendan Creason. However, I will be in the 5 car. Am I in the 5? No, I'm in the 5. So Jay is still in the 24. Yeah, Jay will still be in the 24 season. Jesquito might be the champion that season because he'll probably run very good in that car. Yeah, I'll be in the 5, and I'm putting Carter Limlin 9. So Carter was supposed to go to the 9 actually in the original Season 8, and that's why I had Carter Limlin going to that car. But yeah, Jesquito basically put on a clinic here today, trying to get that first win in season here, and definitely going to be a big win here. And all 3 CCM drivers look like they'll have a win here on the season here in the Adidas Cup Series. And all Chevy teams might look like they'll have a win here unless Jet just puts down pit road, unless Carter or Caleb win. But yeah, as we're coming to 3 laps go here, Jesquito, one very talented driver here. Like I said, might end up winning Chance Cup Season 8 title. I do feel like he could win it without a doubt. But yeah, right now leading here at Portland here with the last 3 laps and definitely dominating your day. And Carter and Caleb, 2 of the best workhorse drivers right behind him. And yeah, Jace Turner won the last workhorse too at Watkins Glen, beating out Caleb Campbell in that race and Jesquito. But yeah, Jet had a really he's had some good runs this season, but just hasn't really been very consistent. And just like the same with Brady C, I found out why, because the ratings were messed up. And yeah, Jesquito definitely running very well here today, showing that he is very good on these tracks here. And yeah, he could also be a contender next season, basically in the points here next season, I believe, as well with CCM. All 3 CCM cars are probably very strong. Well, all 4 actually are probably very strong, along with Brady C's team as well. Guys, we're coming to the last go here. Jesquito, yeah, so as he coming to the end of the race here, I don't really know what to talk about anymore now. So I should basically talk about the Atlantic race, whole race here. But yeah, he's just been dominating here at Portland, looking for when what's wrong with the ratings was consistency. I think it was everything before the track types. Basically, that was wrong for a lot of drivers, and I did fix up all the ratings, but. Yeah, Jesquito, the ratings were wrong for him, too, for how he should have been all season. We had 2 laps to go here at Portland. And yeah, Jesquito came into the league here basically in 2020, running in one of the diecast series, the smallest series there. So I brought in Jesquito because it was like the end of me running cross-country, and I was like, hey, I'm going to put my friend Trinity's his brother into this 27 car, or into my league, see how to do. Of course, he was at Brent Crease Motorsports at the start, but of course, in 2021, Crease's team did kind of go away for a little while. So then I was able to bring Jed back to my team, and that's why he is over here now. And basically with Jake in my team, he showed flashes like in 2020 that he could be very good. Then coming into last year, at the end of last year, Jesquito started just racking off wins and everything and doing very well. And yeah, fortunately this season, no, he hasn't really had a great run this season, but right here at Portland comes the white flag here. Just gives a dominant here today, and looking for that first win of the season here. Definitely would be a very big win here as we're in the last lap here, and it looks like Caleb Campbell will lock up the championship here without doubt. Be the last lap here for Jesquito as he's looking for his first win on the season here. Like I said, might be a champion in the series here pretty soon. Whenever I get to the Chase Cup Series Season 8, but of course that will be for another day. Yeah, Jesquito leading here on the last lap here at Portland here. Just has to keep this move here, but yeah, Jesquito, like I said, just getting there, reeling off wins. Definitely liking being in the series here. I know his family probably does as well. And yeah, Jesquito, one of the future stars at KMK Motorsports. Him and Jace Turner, definitely two future stars here, racing here with Caleb Campbell. And of course, they'll be adding on Megan Graves next season as well in the 24. Yeah, last lap here at Portland, they've actually one more time, and Jesquito, yeah, he's just been gone all race, and yeah, there's the other two chasing him right there, and yeah, they are not going to get him here. Yeah, we're coming to the last few quarters here, and Caleb Campbell Motorsports is going to get all three of their cars victory lane this season. Chevrolet will be the only, will be just like Dodge and Ford having every car on their manufacturer win. Coming to the last corner here, Jesquito will get his first win of the season here today here at Portland. Jesquito wins the race out here, and finishing in third place, Caleb Campbell will lock up his fourth career CRL championship out here today in Portland. With no matter what happens at Bristol or Homestead now, Caleb Campbell will be the Adidas Cup Series season #1 champion. But of course, we gotta wait for Homestead for a lot of celebration over Caleb being the champion here in his fourth career championship. The most championships all time to Caleb Campbell without a doubt. It's Best Drivers League, but today it's all about Jesquito getting that first win all season. Actually, I did say the Chevy wrong. Chevy still needs to call IC to win a race. But hey, she might be able to get a win at Bristol or Homestead. Who knows? Homestead was a bit of a crap show in the Gen 4 series. But yeah, Jesquito getting his first win of the season. Last three races, the timeliest wins on the season. Jet might jump up to fourth in the standings with this win out here today. And yeah, there we go. Jesquito race winner in Portland. A caution-free race here once again. We did have pit stops. Really didn't change anything in the race here. Carlin runner-up, Caleb Campbell, your locked-in champion in third. Max Traber, Nicholas Rice driving top 5. Good runs for both Traber and Rice here today. Jay's turn 6. Jay's going to just have to be on defense over Carter Limlin, force the runner-up spot in the season. Will Bales, Cam Spinner, Bracy, Brett Campbell, your top 10. Brendan Creason, Eli Johnson, Brex Bush, Crossy, Hayman guys around your field. And let's check with Brett real quick, because I think he was running better than that at the end of the race to make sure he didn't get wrecked at the end. No damage on the 7, so yeah, he probably just fell back at the end of the race there. But there we go. Race 21 season in the books here, and Jesquito getting a dominant win here today. And Caleb Campbell, like I said, locking up that championship out here. And yeah, the last two races really just going to be seeing who wins the race here in the series here. And as Caleb Campbell basically has the biggest championship win margin probably ever now on my channel here in the league. And yeah, we'll test see how the last few races go here for the season here at Bristol. And hope to see how big that gap will be. But yeah, like I said, today's all about Jesquito here as there's his Season 2 scheme too. And didn't really need the Nerf gun to get that first win in the Adidas Cup races right now. But yeah, here's the car I was looking for right here. Yeah, his other Nerf scheme. You guys go do bars here with Jesquito, and then yeah, we're going to get done with the stream here in a little bit. My voice is tired of talking to you. I'll go like guys are that right now. Let's go do bars here with your winner, and as Jesquito is your first time we're season, and Jesquito is one of the drivers. I think him, Braden C, and Hayden McAdams and Caleb Campbell have all won in every single car mod so far. Also, oh yeah, Jace Turner as well. So yeah, a lot of the big name Chevy drivers actually got that record this season with all of these 3 series running at once. Of course, Gen 4 is over, but these 2 series, Mountain Dew Cost Series and Adidas Cup Series, have just 2 races to go. The occupant wall. So, oh yeah, I did left turn from Max Traber. That's how I got the money out so perfect. too, I'll tell you guys as well with the Sunday race video. I actually watched William Byron's car in the burnout from where I was saying. I was like right in front of where he's in the burnout almost. Well, not really entirely, but yeah. Yeah, I missed the burnout. Well, I just said there's certain drivers did it, and well, Brandon, consider yourself a big name on the YouTube side. If you want to be on YouTube, you and Cam Spinner are. Yeah, just burning it down here, and oh yeah, this is going to be burned. This is going to be like William Byron's Rally thing where he just missed the car because he just blows the tires out. But yeah, just winning here in Portland, and yeah, his team owner won the championship out here today as well. I think it's a blue tire. Yeah, I think it's blue tire. Yeah, this is going to be a long burn out here, I bet. After I destroyed the car, too, because the game was like, nah, you're going to hit the wall when you do the burnouts. Yeah, here we go. Jesquito, your 11th different winner of the season. And, yeah, he's doing burnouts here. He was killed the wall first because, yeah, apparently when he turns right doing a burnout, the car is going to go too wide here. And, yeah, just, yeah, destroy the car. I think I blew one. Yeah, Jesquito, you're race winner here at Portland. Let's just see how lost the car gets in the smoke here. I feel like we're going to lose 0.7 million on it. Any day now, 27 o'clock. A perfect donut too. How does the car even last this long here right now? Well, I want to know. I just want to let go of the steering wheel. I'll let go eventually. Alright, there we go. That's the end of it. And the car started going straight. I thought it was going backwards for some reason. But yeah, there we go. Just gives burnout. And yeah, he just gave the fans at Portland a smoke show there. But yeah, just getting a wearing day. Man, definitely... Like I predicted, a very shallow race, and that's why I talk about the Atlanta race some weekend for my view in this stream here. But yeah, you'll see the video eventually. I could probably put together a night, honestly, because or unless I do the NEPS race still. That's what I've been doing all day today, really. Well, except for when I went to go give Megan that the Jeff Gordon shot glass I bought. But yeah. So where's these Cup Series race 21 at? Right here. The other goes, yeah, Jesquito let every lap in the race in. Like I said, Caleb Campbell locks up the title here and what should be his 4th career championship, like I said there at the end. And, man, definitely what season, though. However, still 2 races left on the season here to see basically now whatever happens. We know who the champion's going to be. We just don't know who's going to win the races at the end of the season here for the last 2 races. Caleb could get a 6th or 7th win on the season. Definitely a record-breaking win, a season already in the points right now. But yeah, definitely I'll say a good season overall so far for that 46 team to get the championship. And yeah, just get a winning day, finally getting that win after having a rough season here. And yeah, 2 more races to go in this series here. Bristol and Homestead Miami Speedway. Next race will be the Mountain Dew Cost Series on the live stream series here. They will be at I forgot. Haven't been in the whole stream with this name. Oh no. I'm gonna have to change it, but yeah, so next race will be at Kansas for the Mountain Dew Cost Series for their second last race on the season. And this series will be next at Bristol. And like I said, yeah, 4 more races now to go on the CRL season here for all the stream series. And this has been going on for 2 months now, literally. Now, we've gone through the whole season in 2 months here, basically. That's pretty crazy to think about. 55 races in 2 months here. Yeah, thank y'all for watching here. And this is Caleb Campbell, Cape Wrestling signing out. Wasn't Grudge just get on the win. And of course, we'll probably say it again. At home, say Grudge and Caleb Campbell win the championship. And this is Caleb Campbell with Camp Wrestling signing out. And I will see y'all next time.